Hello, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. And with me is two of three kittens that we have here. They're actually not available right now. They are still gaining weight. They have to be at least 2 pounds before they can be spayed. The two that you're seeing today, they're both girls. Of course, very active kittens. Very playful kittens. They came in as strays when they were just probably about 4 weeks old. So they've been with us for about 3.5 to 4 weeks almost. And again, we have to wait until they're 2 pounds so they can be spayed to be adopted into their new home. And as with all kittens, they're very playful. It would be great to adopt two of them into the same home, or possibly three if you may be looking for 3 kittens. The other one is back in her kennel, and she's getting her feeding right now, so she didn't want to be on TV. But the other two were done, so they decided to come out here and play with us. So this is Treya and Aurora, and they are available for adoption soon here at the Ames Animal Shelter. They're kind of this diluted, kind of torty color here, got a little bit of tabby in them. Very unique coloring on their ears. You can see a little bit more of the, as I'm playing with my fingers here, you can see a little bit more of the coloring there on the head. But they're kind of a short hair. They're real fluffy right now, but they'll probably grow into be little short-haired kittens here. Again, they're not available right now, but they will be very shortly within the next, I would say probably 2 weeks here at the Ames Animal Shelter. So if you're interested in meeting these three, remember there is 3 of them, come on down to the shelter. We'd be happy to introduce you to them. And again, we just have to wait until they're old enough for their spay surgery before we can send them to their new home. So come on down and meet these cute little kittens. And our next guest today is Franklin. Hopefully you can see Franklin with my black shirt. Very sweet young cat. We're estimating about 4 months old. He came into us as a stray. Unfortunately, didn't have, there he is kissing the microphone. Didn't have any identification, and no one came looking for him. So he is available for adoption. He still needs to be neutered before he goes home, but we'll make sure that that happens before he goes to his new home, his forever home. And as with the other 2 kittens I shared earlier, and with all of our cat adoptions, of course, we are looking for indoor homes only. We will not adopt a cat out to a home that's going to let them be outdoors. It's just not safe for them, especially here with Iowa winters and Iowa summers. And as we're here in winter and it's snowing today, it's even more important that animals are kept indoors and with the family. This is where they want to be. They don't want to be out there alone and without people. So as you can see, this is really just a love bug here. Franklin is very affectionate, just rolling all over. Doesn't even care that there's cameras and lights inside the room. Just wants to be pet all over. Franklin is a 4-month-old. We're estimating male. And again, he needs to be neutered. He does have all of his claws. And as I always say on all of our shows, that we are adamant about cats keeping their claws and people trying alternatives. Lots of information out there about how to prevent pets from scratching furniture and doing things like that. But we're adamant that all cats keep their claws. It's part of our philosophy here and something that's very important to us with all of our adoptions. So they came with claws and we want to make sure they keep them. So again, this is Franklin. So if you're interested in Franklin, and again, he is just such a loving kitten here. If you're interested in adopting him, come on down to the Ames Shelter. We'd be happy to introduce him to you or your family. Our next guest today is Silas. Silas came into us as a stray. We're estimating he's probably about 9 years old. It's really sad that nobody came in here for him. He was really underweight. He's put on a few pounds actually since he's been here, and really doing well. He came in with an upper respiratory infection, got treatment started immediately. And again, giving him pretty much all the food that he wants. And he is just really a sweet cat because he is older, and we do have some kittens available for adoption. Unfortunately, the older cats get overlooked a bit. But don't worry about Silas. He'll stay here until he gets adopted. So no matter how long it takes, we're going to make sure that Silas and all the others stay here until they do find their forever homes. And of course, we want Silas to go to a home that he will never get out from the home. But if he does, and there is, accidents do happen, that somebody will come looking for him, because again, being out in Iowa winters is just not safe for these little furry friends of ours. And he's a beautiful orange tabby here. You can see these beautiful orange stripes. He's got some white underneath here as he's letting me pal all over and love him. He came into us, he had already been neutered. Again, didn't have any microchip, no identification. So we were not able to return him back to his people. And unfortunately, again, nobody came looking for him. So we'd love to get Silas a home where he's going to be loved, kept indoors, kept warm, and find a home where someone's really going to love and care for him for the rest of his life. And he may be a little bit of an older cat, but cats can live up to 20 years. So if we're estimating about 9 years, he could have more than half of his life left. So if you're interested in meeting Silas, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to introduce this beautiful guy to you and see if he'll fit into your home. And now I want to tell you about two very special cats that we have here at the Ames Animal Shelter. These two cats, Lydia and Kramer, have been with us almost 6 months. On December 8th, they will have been with us for 6 months. We're actually referring to these two cats as the Kelly kids. They came from a nearby community here, as you might guess, Kelly, where they were in a hoarding situation, and they had over 50 cats inside one house. We actually took in 4 to help out the community, and several other rescues and animal shelters stepped up to the plate to help some of the others. Very special cats, very unique, beautiful coloring here. You see the tabby stripes. These cats, again, had very little socialization when they came to us, were very scared. Not by any means aggressive cats, but they were just very fearful, and if you got them in the corner, they would react. They are very special cats. We've already had 2 of them adopted. It used to be the Kelly 4. Now we're down to the Kelly 2, the Kelly kids. We do want these 2 to be adopted together, as we did with the last 2. We've already heard from the adopters through Facebook and in personal contact that those 2 are doing great. There's pictures of them on our Facebook, and they really turned into great pets and a very big part of the family that adopted them. So these 2, they are scared. It's going to take some time to acclimate to the new environment. We're looking for a home that's very quiet, a home that probably no small children, just because the Kelly kids have never been exposed to the human kids. So probably a home without small children would be best, and one that probably doesn't have a dog. They've never been exposed to a dog before. And they do have their claws, and of course we want to make sure that they keep those claws. Cats that are fearful like this, one of the worst things that you can do is to have them declawed, because then you may start to see other behaviors that you really don't want in a home. But they are very sweet cats. They've really gotten used to our staff, and they'll come up to us and we can pet them. So it's going to take some time for them to adjust, and you just need to see beyond them being scared when you come down to visit with them, and try to picture them in your house as the other family did. And again, those 2 have fit in really well in their home. And these are the last 2, the Kelly kids. So if you're interested in meeting them, come on down. We'll give you a private tour inside their little area that they're in and introduce you to them and hopefully make a good match with a new family. We'd love to have these guys home for the holidays and not have them here at the shelter for their 7th month or even longer than that. So again, they've been here for 6 months, almost just a few days short. So we want to make sure that we get these guys into a home soon. Lydia and Kramer are the 2 that we have here, the 2 Kelly kids. And thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. Again, that's just a little sampling of the animals that we have available here for adoption. We did have a dog that just went to rescue this week, so we don't have any dogs available for adoption as of the taping of this show, but that changes almost daily sometimes. So over 25 cats are waiting for their forever homes, and we also still have 2 rabbits that are waiting for a forever home. And we really want to get them in homes for their holidays and make sure they're warm and with their new families for the winter months. So thank you for watching.